What is up? We get another workout coming today. We're going to do some legs and some biceps in this workout. So I've always kind of liked doing legs and biceps together, especially recently. Some people don't like leg training too much. I have never been one to mind it, but some people just hate it, especially some guys, because they got the chicken legs going on sometimes. So what I started doing, and it gets the guys and a lot of the people who don't like leg training more involved in it, is you put biceps after you do leg exercises. That way it gives you something to look forward to when you're doing your legs. So I always do my normal warm up here. I do my 5-3-1. Well, I'll do 5 reps, 3 reps, 1 rep. Starting with a lightweight, a little bit heavier, a little bit heavier. So doing some squats today, and the squat is a very complex movement, so I'm going to try to give you just some simple pointers. Number 1 is you want to decide what position you want the bar. Do you want it on top of your traps or across the back of your shoulders? I like it across the back of my shoulders because it's called a low bar position, and it helps. One of the biggest keys you want to focus on is trying to keep the bar in a straight path. It should be over your knees, ankles, and everything should basically be in a straight line when that bar goes out. It should move in a straight line. So you will not have the image of a rope around your knees and around your hips. The rope should be pulling your knees forward while the rope is around your hips is pulling backwards, meaning they move simultaneously, they move together. So as your butt drops back, your knees are bending and the bar is moving straight up and down. So here I'm getting into my first working set, and now you're going to see from this view I have a wider stance. It's actually probably a little bit too wide, but when it comes to squats, everyone has their own stance that works best for them. This is too wide for me. I can tell at the bottom because I'm in a basically a compromised position with my ankles and my foot. So you want to kind of play around with the stance and find what works for you. You don't want the knees to cave in. As you can see towards the end, the weight's kind of heavy, so I start kind of pulling my knees in last couple reps here. But you want to have what's comfortable. You might do better with a narrow stance, do that. If it feels better with a wider stance, squat like that. But big thing is get to parallel with your quads and make sure your knees do not cave in. And that's all you really got to think about for your squats. I'm going to stop there. I'll go more in depth in another video with those, I think. But after this, I moved on to what are called hip thrusts with the barbell hip thrusts. So these are great for your glutes and your hamstrings. You might see the ladies in the gym doing a lot. Good for you ladies, one of the best exercises you can do. Guys, we're slacking. We got to do more of these. These will really help your glutes, really help your deadlift, and help your squat big time. So what you want to do here is you're going to get set up, pull the bar over your hips to get yourself up on the bench. You're just going to try to stand up. And you really want to try to think about just hinging at the hips. You're just trying to drop your butt to the floor and then drive it up and squeeze as tight as you can. You don't want to go into too far of an extended position. It's where the hips will be too far in the air because you don't want to have too big of an arch in the lower back. You basically just want to get to neutral with your spine. You don't want to get your hips too far up forward. You should have about a 90-degree angle at your knees at the top of the movement. You can see right there, a pretty good angle. And you really want to focus on driving through your heels and keeping tension on your glutes and your hamstrings. And all is going to be in your butt and the back of your legs. This is a very, very good movement just for stability for your hips, for your knees, and just building overall power and strength for your bigger leg movements. If you are not doing this, then this is one I would highly recommend, either this exercise or deadlifts. But if your deadlifts have stalled, I highly recommend you try some hip thrusters to help you with your squats as well. So again, one of my favorite exercises. Believe it or not, guys, you gotta do these. It's really gonna help a lot. So after this, I think I moved on to leg extensions. Yes, leg extensions. Oh, by the way, too, those first 2 exercises, I did 2 rounds of 4 to 6 reps for the first set, and then about 6 to 10 for the second set. Anyway, so moving to leg extension, this is self-explanatory. This gives you knee issues, don't do it. You can do things like lunges or leg press instead. Hamstring curls, they work your quads or your hamstrings, but they'd be a good substitute. But for your leg extensions here, I just basically do 3 sets of about 6 to 12 reps. I just try to burn my quads out. I just like it just for the way it makes my quads feel, honestly. For like the amount of growth you get from it, probably not your best choice, but like I said, I just really feel it in my legs a lot, so that's why I like leg extensions. If it hurts your knee to lock out, don't lock out, stop just short of it, but really focus on just trying to use your quads and pointing your toes down. And then the next one, it has some calves after this. And sorry about the video, I had my phone and that's the only place I could put it to really get a good shot. So for calf raises, I've always struggled with calves. It's not like I don't do them, I actually do them a lot. I just could never get them to grow. So what I do with my calves, and this will help me recently, is I just try to really think about grabbing the platform with my toes. I try to let my toes and my heels roll off too much because I want to get a big stretch, but I also want to feel like I grab the platform with my toes so that way I can really force the stretch, I guess you could say. And then really drive up through the ball of your foot too. Try to push on your tiptoes and don't move too quick. So after that, we went on some biceps. I did 3 sets of hammer curls, again 6 to 12 reps. I use relatively heavy weights. You can see the shirt came off because we want to see the arms. You can call that ego. It's definitely my ego. But anyways, so doing the biceps there, pretty self-explanatory. Try to keep the elbows tight. And the one tip I can give you is try to feel like you drive your thumbs up to the ceiling. Don't pull the weight into your shoulder. Push the weight up. So that's about all I got for this workout here. That'll conclude it. And thank you again for watching, and stay tuned for more awesome videos, and let me know what you guys want to see so I can put out more awesome content. Thanks. Bye. Thanks for watching the video. Do not forget to like and subscribe so I can put out more awesome content, and leave your comments down below. And cannot wait to see you in the next one.
Load up, aim fire, let it bang. It's wartime, ski mask on in the paint. The way my mind go, you might think I'm insane. Yeah, nigga with the sock and the chain. Apply pressure.